Good morning, everybody. Me and crew here. We are getting ready to head down to Wendon, Arizona. We got Trevor loading up the compressor. We got his truck loaded up, and the Dodge is not making it due to a transmission issue. But we are going down to do a house pad, so stay tuned and we'll get on the road. I am about 30 minutes away from the job site. The guy I brought with me, Trevor, he's in my other work truck. He ended up cruising out ahead of me. I stopped at Tractor Supply to grab a new intake hose for the trash pump. He's there. My good friend Jack, he owns a dump truck. He's doing all the trucking for this job site. He's down there ready to rock and roll. And I believe the homeowner who wanted to haul water to save a little money so that we wouldn't have to mobilize our rig, he's down there. I think from what last time I heard, he got his truck stuck about 2 hours ago. I believe he got it unstuck and should have water on site. So we'll be there. It is 11:40, so be there a little after 12 and get a good 4.5 hours of work in today, and then we'll be hitting it hard in the morning. The plan is to over-X the pad location. If you can see, it's just desert out here. Where we're going is more deserty. It's flatter and it's sandier. So we're gonna pull that out, and then we're bringing material in from a pit that's about 20 miles away, or 20 minutes, not 20 miles. Bring that material in, lay it, and then I think we're building up the pad a total of 21 inches to get it where it needs to be. And then 6 of that 21 inches is gonna be an AB cap for them to come through and pour the concrete on top of. So it'll be a fun project. No one wanted to come do this project, and then we got the opportunity to bid it and threw our hand up and said we'll do it. So pretty excited about it. Being a couple hours from home is a lot, but we've got some hotels, our families are coming down, it's going to be a good time, and it's just a little change of scenery. The fence crews are up north running good, and yeah, we're just really excited about it, excited to be in this warmer weather down here in Wickenburg. So Wendon is just past Wickenburg, so we'll be staying in Wickenburg. It's fun to say, roping capital of the world, I believe, or thereabouts. So I'll fire up the camera here soon. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll bring you along for the ride. So we are here. Trevor's behind me in the SVL, clearing out the path. Part of the scope of work on this project is to take this little 2-track and to widen it and make it passable for the larger trucks coming in for the steel building portion of this project. It's also going to work well for us because we're going to be hauling, I believe, between 28 and 34 trucks of material in. So he's doing that. Here's our setup. Trevor's in my Ford over there with the dump trailer on. I've got the gooseneck here with the E40. I don't break this truck out very often. I love it to death, but I don't break it out very often because I love it to death. But as you can see, we got a bunch of cans on the trailer. The Dodge work truck did not make it out. It's having an issue with the TV cable, so the transmission's not shifting the way it should be. So unfortunately, I do not have the transfer tank with pump, so we're bringing a bunch of cans out, and we'll have to top them off every day. But I've got a minute of downtime here while Trevor blazes the trail ahead of me, and I just wanted to give you an update. So we will be hopefully moving some dirt on the pad portion here in under 30 minutes. Unloaded the E40. I'm gonna start knocking some of this brush out so I can pass through without putting unnecessary scratches on the truck, and it's part of the job anyway, is to clear this out. But I unloaded this machine just for the sake of time, so sit back and enjoy this time lapse. Here is our canvas. I wasn't kidding when I called it a desert. This is the desert. So what we have is, this is our pad. You can see the stakes. This is our pad location. This is marked out to the edge of the skirt. So this is everything. What I'm going to do is pull all this native soil back. The customer only requested that we over-X by 12 inches. Pull 12 inches out of all of this. It is a non-engineered pad. I believe they will call some, they'll come in for some compaction test. This is on them. We're just building it. But with the material we're bringing in, I am certain, and the moisture, that we will hit 96 to 97% compaction pretty easily. So I don't know that we're necessarily cutting enough out of here, but we were presented with the bid and we are building it to their spec. So Jack, you can see him maybe running down the highway. He's running to get a second load. Here's the first load of material. Pretty dry, a little bit of moisture in it, but homeowner is getting water ready. We'll have water on the road and water on this pile here pretty quick. So gonna hop in the E40 here with this 36-inch bucket and start hogging this material out. Of the way through mucking out this native soil. Like I said earlier, only 12 inches down. This is stuff so soft, but we just messed around with it up at the driveway where we have the truck coming in, And if you splice this with a non-native material, some little sandier and something with some rock in it, it actually takes pretty well to some compaction. So that'll be good. We'll get some of that in here and get this knocked down. But it is a dusty mess. And you'll be able to see Trevor in the background here running a hose. Gonna try to get the spot where we have our truck turning around. Try to get that a little harder so he's not sinking so bad, because only another trip or two and I bet you we'd be trying to get him yanked out of the soft desert silt. So, Bobcat sure is running good though, and the SVL looks like it's running good, and it's dusty, and definitely see how good the air filtration is on the engine side with this Bobcat. I know how well it works on the SVL, but then we're definitely going to be buying some filters after this week. That's good. We're doing all right. Here in the end of the day, we did all right. I would say 80% of the pad, the native material has been at least turned or ready to come out. And we've got this kind of doing a whole lot better in here for the truck. Another couple trips and it's going to be pretty hard. What I'm going to do before I rinse off the machine and get some service for tomorrow done on it is get some of this cut so we can get some moisture in it, because it's drier than a popcorn fart. Nice heavy load on this one. Get some little swimming pools made here. There we go. Got the RPM turned down so I'm not yelling over the machine. It's not horribly loud in here, but sometimes it feels it. Maybe you can tell how dusty it is. This stuff is soft and dry. That's my windshield. There has not been any water on the windshield today. That is just the dust that has accumulated. I've got the truck in 4 high right now, working my way out of here. We have probably 500 or 600 gallons on this little stretch of driveway here to try to get it to compact. I mean, it's a good thing we're pulling some of this material out because it is just soft. You just sink. So Jack's been doing a really good job running the truck in and out. But we're gonna have to do some more work on the road tomorrow because this is just pretty rough. But heading to the hotel for the night, did pretty darn good with progress today. Come probably 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be putting our first lifts in on that pad and really start running her in, and hopefully maybe Wednesday, Thursday be out of here. That'd be great. I'd say it's more going to be Thursday if we're early, Friday if things go sideways. But I might end up cutting out of here at some point. There's a forest fire that lit off in the valley where I live, and it's I think 1.5 miles, 2 miles as the crow flies, and blowing towards my place. So if anything, I might just have to cut loose from here and go clear some brush and get one of the water tenders in position. But I don't really foresee that happening. But that would definitely be a delay. So I'm gonna go shower up and have some dinner with my family. They're coming down to stay in the hotel and swim in the pool. So I will see you in the morning. Tuning up this road on the way in for the second time today. We've got the dump truck stuck today, my Chevy's stuck, the homeowner's tractor stuck, homeowner's truck got buried up to the frame. This silty material is just absolutely relentless, completely unforgiving. So we've got, I think 3,000 or 4,000 gallons of water on this surface, and it's, only 200 yards long. But I'm trying to get that silt off of the road now, and we're pretty close to being able to lay material back in. But this road has been a problem, and we're going to end up splicing some of the native material into our the material, the fill we're bringing in, and then check compaction on it, because it's this road we're kind of playing with fire. We have a limited number of runs left before we're just not going to be able to get in and out of here. So keep on shoveling some mud and sand. But, yeah, it's just soft. south side, kind of where that gas can is.
Roger. Where do you want it?
South side of the pad. It's going to be the side you're pulling up towards.
Back it in over here to the right. My right, your left.
Yeah, this is the rock, right?
It's like EV.
Yeah, we'll make the AB pile over there.
And then back in close to the pad in the far corner.
Yeah, anywhere you can get in repeatedly is fine, as long as it's somewhere along that side.
Move real quick, I'll run the hose over. Do you care about running the hose?
I don't care as long as it's kind of straightish.
Back.
Right there is good.
Here.
10-4. Let's actually, because we're going to be bringing a lot of it in, so why don't you go back like another 10 feet so that we can stack them up. Perfect. All right, so it's day 3 down here in Wendon. I am sick as a dog. Sound a little nasally and froggy, but here's the road. I buried the truck yesterday. Homeowner got stuck 4 times yesterday. His tractor got stuck. Dump truck got stuck. My other work truck got stuck. It all got stuck in here. So what we did is we brought in 60 ton of, it's almost like an AB, but a little more on the fill side. But we brought that in. This native soil compacts really well once it's spliced with another material is what we found. So we brought 60 ton in. We were able to treat all the low spots and get it all mixed in with the native. It's not smooth, but it's passable without getting stuck now. So that's good. You can see we got her tracked in. And the plan now is to start putting our lifts in finally. It's been a whole lot of dealing with this road, but that's fine. The stuff this morning was a change order, so we got compensated for that, so that's no big thing. But Trevor's on the SVL 75, cutting out a little corner and prepping 2 piles for me to start mixing and processing material with the Bobcat E40. So I'm gonna hop in there, listen to some music and crank some AC, because like I said, I just do not feel good, and I'm ready for some shut-eye. And I think it's only 9:30. We've been at this, taking care of this road for about 3 hours now. But I'll clip the camera on so you guys can get back to watching some machines. obviously the appropriate moisture. Still yielded about a 97% compaction rate. And that exceeds what is required, which is 95%. And so why fix what is not broken? So we're staying consistent, running in these. We're about every 40 minutes we're able to All right, it is day 4 here at Wended. We're playing the old 5-gallon gas can, diesel can shuffle. Trevor's over there fueling up the SVL 75. Almost done fueling the E40. They're both warming up. Here is the pad. We're getting pretty close to our base being laid. Then we'll come in and put this AB cap on. I went through and made myself a little kind of excavate by number. So we got 5 inches low here, 4 there, 4 low spot here, 7, 4, 7, another low spot. Went through and did that last night. Pad's holding some good moisture. We'll get it sprayed down. Before we do that, there is the steel building manufacturer is bringing in a semi or 2 with the posts and tin this morning, so we're going to go address the entry off the highway, which is over there, and get some AB mix in with that native so it's not so soft. Then we're going to cut some brush back. So Trevor's going to do that while I start mixing some fill for, I think we can probably get this in 3 lifts, get this up to where we want, and then we'll be putting that AB on. So good day. It's a little chilly, still nasally, but ready to get this one done. I may have mentioned it before, but the homeowner opted to haul water, so they've been hauling in that 2,500 gallon tank, and then I think that's 400 or 500 gallons on that little military trailer. It's been super helpful. Saved a ton of time. We discounted the price because he said he would haul the water for us, and I think it was mutually beneficial. The timing is really good for us, the time savings, and then obviously the fiscal savings for him is positive. So that was great. It does sometimes deals aren't as mutual as you want them to be, and I think this one was pretty good. If anything, we got the better end of the deal because he's been really busy hauling water. So really thankful for that though. But we'll get back to moving some dirt now. Enough talking. Alright, so I'm putting my last, well, I can't say it's going to be the last lift for sure, but it is going to be the last one I have time for today. I don't know if you can tell, it's getting a little dark out, but we are so close. 60% of the pad is dead nuts. We're averaging 0.2 out, and that's not 2/10 of a foot, that's 2/10 of an inch. I mean, Trevor, who was running the laser day, was being very particular, but it's flat, and so that's great. We are running behind, but not for the reason we expected. So this morning, the homeowner had some semis coming in with their lumber and steel package. I think I mentioned that earlier. So we jetted down to a low spot on the access road that's been washed out, and we added a little bit of AB. And no sooner had we just solidified the base so that this truck can pass through, then Arizona Department of Transportation Emergency Response Vehicle was there and told us we had to remove all of the material. And he said that because it's Department of Transportation easement. I get it, it's fine. We had not adjusted the flow of anything. We added an aggregate base so that a truck could pass through an access road that was sand. It was sand. And so we pulled it out, and unfortunately in doing so, the homeowner was then unable to bring his gooseneck trailer in with our water in the 2,500 gallon capacity because it was too sandy. And we've been getting our water in 400 gallon increments, and our trash pump empties that tank in just a few minutes. And so it's been a whole lot of back and forth, small water trips, which has really added a lot of time to the day. We should have been done with this hours ago. But there's a whole bunch of hurry up and waiting for the water, and then dealing with Department of Transportation. Like, I get it. But we were not messing with anything other than a low spot that was sandy to make it passable. But that's neither here nor there. The head honcho of DOT ended up showing up in a little while, or a little while after that, and apologized for the reaction of the guys. But it was just kind of too little too late. We're already behind schedule, but we're doing all right. Homeowner added some work, which I like more work, but I was really trying to get out at a decent time tomorrow, and then with the delay today, and then the added work to create some access for semis on a different route, and I won't be getting home at a decent time tomorrow. But that is all right. It's just continual lesson not to write my plans in pen, write them in pencil, because a pencil has an eraser. morning. It is Friday, so this is our 5th day out here, and I am in the Bobcat E40. We are at, let's see, 59 hours. I'm gonna check, let's see how many hours we've got on this job. "26 hours in the excavator on this job. Not too shabby. It has been absolutely phenomenal. SVL has been great as always. We put that skid steer Doors of America kit on it at the start of this job, and what a difference that made. Obviously not as comfy, I would say, as your factory glass cab. You got to be careful with the Lexan. It is scratchy and it's dusty out here, but it's been phenomenal. Yesterday put a whole lot of hours in that machine. It was not uncomfy. It got a little heater in there, and then I got fans for circulation. So I think it's what, $8,000 to upgrade or it's an $8,000 option to get a cab on a machine from the factory, and I was able to upgrade this machine for $2,500. So for $5,500 of savings, I've got a pretty well sealed machine. So pretty pumped about that. Let's get some lights on here. It's about 6:45 in the morning. About as early. I've been out here for a while, but I can't see good enough to start shooting this grade in. So I am gonna mix some material, so as soon as the sun peeks out, I can get the rest of this fill laid and get that rock in, and I'm hoping we'll be hitting the road by about noon. I'm gonna hit the road at noon either way, so that's whether I'm coming home with all the equipment or just one piece of it. But we'll be done with the excavator here in about 30 minutes for the job, and that'd be great. So I'll stop running my suck and I'll get back to work. Kind of goofy just continually moving this pile over to right here, but this is where we've been mixing and pulling from, and the pad, although here, let me spin around, the pad drops off here. I want to maintain that edge, and this is where material got dumped. So, and for the sake of the pad edge quality and consistency, we are coming in and out of the same spot. So a little more time in moving it over, but I'd rather move material than be fixing my pad in areas where it's harder to fix than right here, because the way the pad comes up through here, it flows right into the natural grade of everything, so just better. All right, so the fill is laid. We are very flat and very hard as a bull during breeding season. I mean it's gonna be, the plumber I think said he's gonna hand dig this stuff for the under slab, and I pity him because it got hard. So what we're doing now is, you can see the little white stakes, those are top of grade of our AB cap. Added a little bit on top of that to allow for it settling and compacting as we wheel pack it. And then we are done for the day. So we got 150 ton to lay. We're gonna see how fast I can scream through it. So stay tuned. All right, the AB is laid. Trevor and I think we did a pretty good job. Customer requested plus or minus 1 inch. Our target was to be well under that. So, for the sake of transparency, I have the GoPro pointed at my receiver, which will show you exactly how much we are out. So let's start at corner number 1. Helps if I turn the laser on. Less than an eighth. Random point number 2. 1/4 inch. Random point number 3. 0.3. Quarter inch. Alright, let's do far corner here. Get it level. 0.6 right here. Let's think it's tapering off there. There we go, that's more like it. 0.3. And another 0.4. Let's go to the furthest corner away. See how we're doing here. .1. That is pretty good. Let's go out here in the middle. go out here on the edge. 0.4. So not too shabby. Did pretty good, I think. Here's the pad. Now we get to clean up and head home. And we have a little bit of dirt work next week and a whole lot of fence next week. So hopefully I won't spend the week with the silly cold either. But we're gonna pack it on up. Well, everybody, we are packed up. The E40 here. Trevor's got the SVL 75. One thing we didn't account for is that we unloaded the machines and cleared our path on the way in. And then with the ADOT incident yesterday, we no longer have a smooth way out. So we're gonna end the video here unless things get western on our way out. Then I'll fire the camera back up. But otherwise, thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. We really enjoy moving dirt, and I'm glad you guys enjoy watching us move dirt. So like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. We got a lot of great projects coming up.